Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 1, Lesson 8, and today we move from naming things to describing them. That job belongs to the adjective. By the end of these few minutes, you'll be able to spot an adjective anywhere it hides, in front of a noun, tucked behind a linking verb, even wearing a capital letter. Let's get started. So far, we have been naming things. Now let's describe them. Say wind, and you could mean almost any wind at all. Now say brisk wind, and suddenly you can feel it on your face. That little word brisk reaches over and points straight at the noun wind. It modifies it. And that is the whole idea. An adjective is a word that modifies a noun or a pronoun. The same thing happens in a curious student, or three tall lanterns. In every case, the adjective limits the meaning of the word it modifies. It takes something wide open and closes it in. Here is the most useful thing you can carry out of this lesson. Adjectives answer 4 questions about a noun. Question 1. What kind? A rusty gate. Rusty tells you what sort of gate we mean. Question 2. Which one? That gate. Now you know exactly which gate on the whole street. Question 3. How many? 4 gates. That's a count. And question 4. How much? Little patience. That measures an amount you cannot count on your fingers. What kind? Which one? How many? How much? If a word answers one of those 4 questions about a noun, you are looking at an adjective. Now, for 3 little words you use 100 times a day without noticing. A, an, and the. Believe it or not, the articles are adjectives, the smallest ones in the language. A and an are called indefinite articles because they point to any one of a group. A hawk means any hawk at all. The is the definite article because it points to one specific thing we already have in mind. The hawk, that one, the one we were watching. Put them together and you get this. A hawk circled above the frozen field. One quick reminder about sound. Use an before a vowel sound. An hour, an orange, an easy question. Most of the time, an adjective sits right in front of its noun. But there is a second place it loves to hide, and you met the setup for it back in Lesson 6 when we talked about linking verbs. Look at this one. The sky turned orange. Turned is a linking verb here. It isn't an action at all. It's a bridge. And what does that bridge carry back to the subject? The word orange. That is what we call a predicate adjective. It follows a linking verb and it describes the subject. Try another. Her voice sounded calm. Calm does not describe sounded. Calm describes voice, the subject sitting at the front of the sentence. So remember, after a linking verb, the adjective still modifies the subject. It has simply moved to the other side of the verb. Some adjectives get a capital letter, and here is why. A proper adjective is formed from a proper noun. Take the country Italy. That's a proper noun. Turn it into a describing word and you get Italian bread. Take the playwright Shakespeare and you get a Shakespearean sonnet. Now notice what came along for the ride. A Japanese garden, a Spanish guitar, a Norwegian sweater. The proper noun changed its shape, but it kept its capital letter. So whenever a describing word grew out of a name, capitalize it. One more wrinkle and it trips people up. Sometimes a noun does an adjective's job. Look at a brick wall. Brick is normally a noun, a solid thing you can hold in your hand. But here it isn't naming anything. It is telling you what sort of wall you're looking at. So in this phrase, brick is working as an adjective. The same goes for the kitchen window and a summer storm. Kitchen and summer are nouns by birth, but they have been put to work describing. Don't get stuck on what a word usually is. Ask what it is doing right now. If it modifies a noun, it is working as an adjective. Let's turn all of that into a routine you can run on any sentence. Step 1. Find the noun or pronoun, because adjectives never work alone. Start with the word being described. Step 2. Ask the 4 questions. What kind? Which one? How many? How much? Any word that answers one of them is an adjective. Step 3. Don't stop in front of the noun. Look after the linking verbs too, because that is where predicate adjectives hide. And keep 2 more things in your net. The little articles a, an, and the proper adjectives with their capital letters. They all count. Ready to practice? In this first set, I'll give you a short sentence, and you pick out the adjective, the word that is describing a noun. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The rusty gate creaked. Find the noun first. Gate. Now ask the 4 questions. What kind of gate? A rusty one. Because rusty answers what kind about the noun gate, rusty is the adjective. 3 horses grazed in the pasture. The noun is horses. How many horses? 3 of them. Since that word answers how many about a noun, the adjective here is 3. We wandered through a Mexican market. Wandered is a verb, and market is the noun. So what kind of market was it? A Mexican one. A proper adjective grown from the name Mexico, capital letter and all. The answer is Mexican. In this second set, every sentence has an adjective. But where is it standing? Decide whether it comes before the noun or whether it follows a linking verb as a predicate adjective. Pause and try each one before I answer. The lake looked calm. Where is calm sitting? Not in front of a noun. It comes after the verb looked, and looked is a linking verb, a bridge back to the subject. So calm follows a linking verb. It is a predicate adjective describing the lake. A calm lake mirrored the pines. Same word, different seat. This time, calm sits directly in front of the noun lake, and mirrored is an action verb, not a linking verb. So calm comes before the noun. The soup tasted spicy. Tasted isn't an action the soup performed. It's a linking verb, carrying the description back to the subject. And what does it carry? Spicy, which describes the soup. So spicy follows a linking verb as a predicate adjective. Let's gather it all up. An adjective modifies a noun or a pronoun, and it always answers one of 4 questions. What kind? Which one? How many? Or how much? The 3 articles, a, an, and the, are adjectives too. A and an are indefinite, pointing to any one of a group, while the is definite and points to one specific thing. And don't forget the 2 hiding places. A predicate adjective follows a linking verb and describes the subject, and a proper adjective, grown from a proper noun, keeps its capital letter. In the next lesson, we'll meet the adverb, the word that describes verbs the way adjectives describe nouns. I'll see you there.